First of all, I'd like to tell you who they are. You may not have seen them every week here in the sanctuary because 4 are from out of state. It's unusual to have that many commute from such a distance, but 2 are from Byfield, Massachusetts. And raise your hand if you're from Byfield. And 2 are from Franconia, New Hampshire. And Barbara is local. She's from Pennybun. But I want to tell you, we have had members from afar. As you know, the Utons, who are ever so faithful, unfortunately not here today. They commute from Massachusetts. But we also have a couple who comes one Sunday a year. They are members from Lancaster, Pennsylvania. And I have to tell you, a lot of times I feel like they know more about what's going on than I do. They follow the web. They listen every week to the sermon, to Penny, to the music, and keep right up. They are in the know, so when they come here to worship, it's as if no time was lost at all. And I am thrilled to tell you that we have here a hugely strong and vibrant set of people who are about to become official members of the Church on the Cape. They will tell you their connection, and you will get to hear from them who they are. So I will just say that right now I'm going to give the microphone to you, Barbara. And if you would tell how it is that you're here and that you will be joining.
I didn't know about the microphone. However, good morning. My name is Barbara Fuller, and I was first introduced to the Church on the Cape by my dear, loving and caring friends, Priscilla and Ross Wyman. Even though I'd heard about it, I was slow in getting here, which I learned was my mistake. And I knew immediately that I wanted to be part of a loving and joyful church family, and that I had found that here. And I'm very, very happy to be part of the congregation.
My name is Steve Horan, and my father-in-law is David Emery, and that's how I ended up coming here in the first place years ago when they moved here. And Beth and I have been coming as often as we can, and we love the church and love all you. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Maren Emery. I am Dwight's wife and Dave's daughter-in-law, and I have a very complicated and web-like connection to this church because I grew up in Ohio, but my family spent every single summer vacation in Acadia, and part of that was driving up the coast. So my heart sort of was in coastal Maine ever since I can remember. Probably for that reason, I went to Bowdoin. And after graduating from Bowdoin, I moved to Boston, and that's where I met Dwight. We moved to Byfield, where Dave Kerr was our pastor. So I had the great privilege of having Dave as my, spiritual guide and father for many, many years. Through that connection, I now work for Partners in Development. So I know many of you by name, but not by face, maybe. But and then we've had the unfortunate circumstance that our church in Byfield was dissolved last year. And so we've sort of been, I feel like we've been wandering in the desert, and we've, finally arrived in the promised land. So all these things have come together, and I feel like my feet are finally on solid ground by joining this church, and I'm very happy to be here. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Beth Horan, and I'm Dave and Judy Emery's daughter, my husband Steve. And I think for a long time we felt like this was our church because we live in an area and work in such a way that really the time we have off on Sundays has always been spent here as much as possible. So we've had the privilege of getting to know a lot of you and this wonderful church through Mom and Dad. And again, when we can go to church, it's here that we choose to. And I think with Mom's recent passing, it was just, another small epiphany to see just how the love in this church and the sharing and caring extends so far beyond. And we look forward to it. And we'll be here as often as we can.
Watch out, you're going to get wound up in that thing. My name is Dwight Emery, and there's going to be a quiz. If you can figure out who I'm related to and why I'm here, then... No, actually, I'll be very simple and brief. I'm here because of all of you.
Is that it?
That's really it. I've told the family story, everything else.
I'm going to pass on to you something that was said about Dwight Emery. I repeat this many times, but someone said to me, I was the wrong person to hear this, but someone said to me, if you ever want to get anything done, call on Dwight Emery. I'm not shy, Dwight. So, aren't we blessed? Yes, yeah, you're welcome. I want to tell you that my prayer is for all 5 of you, that you will find this to be a place of refuge, but also a place of spiritual refueling, a place where you can get your spiritual batteries recharged and your heart and soul in tune for your ministries, where you are invested and serving now. So, welcome. And now you can face towards me as I ask you this pledge. Will you be loyal to the United Methodist Church, to the Church on the Cape, and uphold it by your prayers, your presence, even if it's on website, your gifts, and your service?
Will the congregation please turn in the red hymnal to page 48. Brothers and sisters, I commend to your love and care these persons whom we this day receive into membership of this congregation. Do all in your power to increase their faith, confirm their hope, and to perfect them in love. And now, will the congregation please rise and respond? We rejoice to recognize you as members of Christ's holy church and bid you welcome to this congregation of the United Methodist Church. With you, we renew our vows to uphold it by our prayers, our presence, our gifts, and our service. With God's help, we will so order our lives after the example of Christ, that surrounded by steadfast love, you may be established in the faith and confirmed and strengthened in the way that leads to eternal life. And now, please welcome our newest members to the Church on the Cape.